We're going to go over my trade here on ATXI real quick. I took a little bit of a loss, but that's the name of the game. You can't avoid losses, and it's something I've learned. I did, however, manage to keep it small. Um, so we'll go ahead and watch this. ATXI, it got pumped by the comic book man. Ended up getting a high of almost $8. It would have been a nice short. There were shorts available, but I missed the wash to 750, and that was because of the spread. And you'll see at times, if you keep an eye on the spread here, it gets really big. So after it blew past that 750 level, I was looking for it to get to $7, and it won't be too long here before it does exactly that. I kept my losses small, which I'm pretty proud of. It did go quite a bit against me, and you'll see. So right here, the spread is huge. I was gonna jump in right here. I'm glad I saw that 731, but you'll see it tightens up really quick, and that's where I get in. So I get in 488 shares, 703, and you see it goes really against me right here. I'm down almost 30 cents. Um, the only reason, let me rephrase that. The only reason I didn't pop out here yet is because this ask was still at 730. I think that's what, 50 cents now. I wanted to see it obviously get back over $7, but it was really struggling, and I ended up getting out here. I think it was 694 when I had a chance to, cut my loss pretty small. I think it was lost $42. Yeah, so I got out right there, and I got a loss of $43.92. I mean, it's not terrible. So the reason I cut it off here is because you saw it was kind of hesitating at that 94 level, and I've had a problem in the past of holding it too long, and if I would have done that, it could have went against me majorly, and you'll see it actually doesn't. It squeezes back up a little bit, and I would have been profitable, but you can't predict that move. And in the past I've had it to where I held it too long right there. See right there, I could have gotten out for a profit, but in the past I've held it too long in these situations, and it dumped even harder. Sorry, I had to cut the chat out. But I went from a $43 loss to, way bigger losses, 150, $300. They were massive, and that's how I blew up my accounts. So I've learned that lesson. I am actually happy I took the loss. It's kind of weird saying that, but there's no guarantee that that would have squeezed up like that. And even if I would have held it longer in the hopes that it did, and it did, I would have created a bad habit there. And the next trade, I would have done the same thing, and it still would have went against me. So the lesson here is cut your losses small. If you have a chance, if it goes against you and you don't get the initial pop that you want, when you have a chance to get out for, a 10 cent, whatever your risk is, mine's usually 10 cents, but when you have a chance to get out at that level, take it. Get out, because I'm happy about this loss. I feel a lot better taking it versus, holding it, and it could have been detrimental. It could ruin my whole mood. And one loss, one trade isn't going to make or break you unless you make a huge mistake. It's not really about the results aren't really about what happens over the next trade. It's what happens over the next 10 trades, the next 50 trades, the next 100 trades. So this week I've already started off at a loss of $43, but there's no one saying that I won't make $80 tomorrow and be in the green for the month. So you've really got to look at it as a long-term game versus short-term, and that's something I've learned. I used to let the daily results impact me tremendously and emotionally, and psychologically you can't think like that when it comes to trading, because that's not how it's supposed to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed, learned a little bit of something. Again, I do this for me mostly so I can learn, but if it helps other people, then I'm happy with that. So I'll see you guys in the next video.